Hey, I'm ElusiveKev. Welcome back to MotoGP 20 and the season finale, the finale of Moto2 for your reigning Moto2 champion now, Kev Stone. As for the final race in Valencia, of course, we're going to change up the helmet. It is a new design for us, as you've got the grille on the front, but it's mostly got dragons on it. It's a bit of a weird combo, I admit, but it does have the old Spanish flag on the back, or a very simplified version of it. And it is bright, it's yellow, so you can definitely blind the opposition as well, I think, in Stone. They come near him, as there you go, there is the massive dragon on the top. No change for bike livery. As you can see, we've still got the normal livery. Maybe change it up a bit, but kind of like this livery. Gonna miss it as well. Unless we go for an Oakley in MotoGP, you never know for Stone. You've got some negotiations going on with quite a few teams. We'll find out who he chooses after this race. So it's going to be a bit different because there's no point doing practice. Let's see him in qualifying one. Can he make it through as one of the top four? So here goes Stone then in qualifying one lap. There's 5 minutes remaining. You see the target, 34.2 from Rizzo Di Gian Antonio. My fellow speed up. Was thinking of doing the old Marquez challenge where start right at the back of the field and see if you can win it, but don't know, thought, well, why not see what we can do in qualifying instead? It might turn into the Marcos challenge if we mess up this lap, which Stone seems to be doing. As Ben Snyder, Manzi down there. Hey, Nook! Got proper rider photos. There has been an update released since it was last here, and they have updated Moto2 and Moto3. So, about damn time. And they've added Red Bull Rookies Cup in. About damn time. And apparently they've fixed issues with riders crashing all the time in practice and qualifying. And then also online as well is meant to be a bit better, so we might have to check out online. Like we'd like to do after some updates. There's Stone towards the line, he's barely got any fuel left in the tank. As it's going to be a 33, easy. As it's him, Di Gian Antonio, Nakashima, and those going through to qualifying two. Fergie just missed out on Untitled, along with Chandra and Ben Snyder after that full. And we've got Pons, Corsi, Berger, Martin, way down the order. Alongside Manzin Roberts, then we've got Bezecchi, Dixon, Raffin, and on the back row, in last, it's old Marcos Ramirez. So we go one effort in qualifying one effort in qualifying two for Stone. Let's see if we can improve on that 33.8 where he made a couple of minor mistakes as well on that lap. So not get into our path rider. Good job. But yeah, he does love old Valencia, the Stone. Loved it in Moto3. With the longer race in Moto2 as well here. Once again for the finale. Been looking to end his career in Moto2 with a rare victory. Only had one victory this season, unbelievably, as a champion. So you think nowadays victories would mean more, but it's been consistency which has really come save the day for Stone. He's just been the only really consistent rider this season. Like Marini's had ups and downs. Luti had a poor start to the season. Navarro's gone off a cliff. Baldassari, Fernandez never impressed as much as they perhaps should have this season. So it's been very up and down for everyone who's wanted to challenge for this title. Stone's just stood up and then shoulders above them all. Scoring almost every round of the season. Only circling Mare because I think of that abysmal performance is the only round he didn't score points. And apart from all of those other rounds, I think Australia's the only round where he didn't finish outside the top 10 either. As that's a massive improvement, 32. And the final pole of the season, of course, goes to the champion. Almost a second quicker than Shirota and Luti as the teammates round out the front row. We've got Baldassare, the only rider less than a second back, leading the second ahead of Della Porta and Fernandez. We've got Andy leading the third row ahead of Navarro and Marini, both looking at ending the season high, the Spaniards and the Italians. So we've got Gardner around out, top 10 of Casma and Bastianini. And then Cadet leading that fifth row ahead of Sorin and Garza. Then DJ Antonio, Nakashima, and those. The other riders from qualifying 1, just sticking to the sixth row apart from Stone. So for the race then, just go soft. You know, it's like track temperature is incredibly cool. Bit more fuel in the old tank, as you can see. Longer race, 13 laps round this Valencia circuit. It's going to be tough on the riders mostly, it seems like. Not the tyres. Tyres will be still singing at the end of this race. I know, of course, there might be the usual fall off around that 10, 11 maybe. So the last couple of that Stone might be hanging on, but it seems like the new helmet is working. Maybe we need to keep it for the whole next season. So let's see what everyone else is choosing. Medium for Lucy. Actually, medium seems to be the way. Soft for Andy. Good thinking. Medium soft for Navarro. Same for Gardner. Soft medium for Bastianini. Lots of soft in the midfield though. Ben Snyder as well. Berger, Roberts, Manzi. Medium for Corsi. And then right at the back, soft for Dixon, medium soft for Ramirez, and medium for Bezecchi down in 28th and Raffin. So for the final time this season, Stone revving it up, waiting for the lights to go out. God, they went quickly. You pressed the button a bit early. So we've got 13 laps here. And Stone with a cracking start. Fortunately, not for Della Porta, though the Italian trans rider down. Same for the Navarro on the speed up. Oh, the home fans, there's constant already. But then they do have many Spaniards in the field that will still be cheering on. Fernandez, chief among them. Along with Canet, Pons, Garzo, Martin. That's a couple of them battling over 16th, coursing into the top 20. Ben Snyder, DJ up to 9th. Cracking start ahead of Bastianini. Martin into the points, up to 14th. So a couple of riders taking advantage of the misfortunes there. Stone needs head of Luti, of course. The man he's been battling hard with in the second half this season. It's just a shame for the Swiss rider. He didn't have a good beginning as... Oh, that's a dive. From the intact GP rider. Stone takes him back. It's got Fernandez in third. Uzeki top 20 ahead of Kazmuddin. Fernandez up to second ahead of Luti. That's all. Stone gets a quarter-second penalty there for taking too much green stuff, I'm guessing. That's Andy out of the points behind Dixon. As we've got Baldassare, Sorin rounding out the top 5 ahead of Gardner, Nakashima, Marini. DJ Antonio and those as Fernandez makes it incredibly easy to overtake on the outside into the first corner. And now here comes everyone. Baldassare, Luti. Someone getting railroaded here. Tries to fight back against Luti. Because he's got Nakashima on his tail. Ramirez rounds out the top 20 of Garza. What a start from last for Marcos. Navarro coming back as well into the top 20. Roberts head of Manzi. There's Luti cheekily looking back. Pons into the top 10 ever lows. There's loads of his teammates staying away in the lead. There's Luti and Baldassare battle hard here over second. It's all Stone. Getting a bit too personal with Luti there. Not sure the veteran will like that. This is why you fill up a bit. Get up to that power 2. As Navarro in 17th now, of course. And as for 33-1, as 3 wide. Thread the needle, Stone. As Gardner in 7th ahead of Marini. Champion taking no prisoners in this race. 2.2 behind Fernandez. As Surin up to 3rd. Malaysian coming alive in the early stages here. He's got Bastianini in 12th head of those. Pons up to 9th head of Dijan Antonio. Oh, gap similar in that second sector. Was first sector, Stone was quick in qualifying this. Rotterdam in 17th. What are you doing down there, mate? And then quick, kind of quick in the third sector as well. Last sector, not a match at all. Second sector was holding on. So that's a turn up for the books. Being able to match in the second sector. The score of fuel is leaking here. 32.9, 33.2 for Steiner. You got Luti, Surin. Baldassari behind. Navarro back into the points already, up to 14th ahead of those. As the Brit just not got the pace it. Baldassari batting up with Surin over 4th. Great job from the veteran. Been in MotoGP the last couple of years with Tech 3. I didn't quite go to plan last season, but his last season in MotoGP, but doing a superb job in this race. He's gone up to 7th ahead of Nakashima. Gap 3.1 now. It's done a bit wide there. .2 the gap now. Luti on his tail, 4 tenths behind. Ramirez up to 19th from the back, remember at the start. Batting with Bezzecchi. Pons into the top 10. Do not want to get into the 34s. See, Fernandez has dropped into 33s. Need to match that pace, don't. Not drop even further down. There's DJ Antonio in 8th with Nakashima. There's the Japanese rider now dropping down the order. Navarro into the top 10. What a ride through the field from the Spaniard. As this is where Stone should start to be getting a bit quicker. Tyres are warmed up, everything's warmed up. Normally pretty quick in the middle part of races. It's Baldassari batting for 4th with Pro Country and Marini. Remember, he's batting for 2nd in the championship with Luti. So that could happen on track here. Oh, gained a bit on Fernandez there. Luti almost a 2nd back. There's D. Chenato up to 7th Gardner. There we go, back into the 33s, much better. 2.8 the gap, he actually closed it a bit with Stone. Needs to work towards the 32s now to really close the gap. As Bastianini Navarro battle over ninth. Bastianini definitely an enigma this season, like. No doubt, top 10 rider, as Stone now got a half-second penalty. As Martin up to 13 over Dixon. Gardner head of Surin. It's like the Malaysians flagging already. Gap 2.5 in front. As they put up the 29th head of Raffin. .2 the gap. Stone closing up to Fernandez. Home crowd on the edge of their seats. As Raffin drops down to last now behind Roberts. Berge down in 27th. Not home race he will remember. Shorter back for 19th. As there you go, 33.3, 1.8 seconds the gap as we approach the halfway mark. Stone eating into Fernandez's lead. I like how you can use the green stuff on the outside, but on the inside, not allowed to. But maybe it's even more available on the outside sometimes, as you saw there, for that first corner. So got 1 second to Luti, 1.5 to Fernandez. Champion trying to show why he won this title with a victory here in the final round of the season. As we're halfway through the race, 1.2 seconds to gap. Navarro up to 6th. You can't rule him out for a podium from crashing at the first corner. He's having the Marquez race. Marquez race, should I say. Right from the back. So at least a podium. As Dixon back for 14th with Canet. Stone across the line. Another 33. Head of Luti, bit of a gap to Marini. Got lots of toe down that front stretch as he onto lap 8. Navarro into the top 8 of Baldassari. Stone looking down the inside. Fernandez. Mark VDS man holds on. We've got a battle for the lead here, and Stone the dive. Fernandez holds on. But not for much longer. Stone easily around the outside. The combat is complete. Couple of tenths ahead of Fernandez. Has got Berger and Senley ahead of those. My God, the Englishman having a terrible race. Leopold up to 25th. Kazma dropping down the order. Been so good in qualifying the Malaysian, just not quite being able to convert it to race pace. As Luti up to 2nd now. Ahead of Fernandez, who is dropping back. Shorter batting for a top 20 place with Ramirez. Stone with some fuel saving battling. That's the top 4 away from Navarro. You've got Bastianini, Baldassari, Gardner, DJ Antonio, Surin now battling round out the top 10. As Fernandez off the podium now. Marini up to 3rd. Stone with Veluti all over his tail. As Berg got to 14 with a Dixon. Or not. Britt fighting back hard. 6/10 to go. That would be good enough for Stone at the end of the race to win the race. We have an almost 6/10 penalty. 0.591 is the penalty. So I've got to build that gap up in this last 5 laps. That is not how you do it. Still on the 33s though, as Marini in second, looting for Fernandez, being gobbled up by Navarro. So we're in up to 9th now ahead of DJ Antonio. Gone up to 10th ahead of Bashini. Still got Baldassari in there somewhere in the top 10 as well. Bergot battling for 12th with his replacement. Mazeki. Four laps to go in Valencia. Still anyone's race. Nakashima, 14th back with Pons. 2 riders really flourished in the opening laps, but seem to be falling apart now. Starting a bit wide there. There's Pons in 16th. Baldassari to the top 5 ahead of Fernandez. The Spaniard just tie himself out in the first half of the race. Stone still into the 33s, high 33s as Navarro's coming. DJ Antonio still rounds out the top 10 in next sight. Serwin, second wind, Serwin. Up to 8th. As he got Bezeka with the fastest lap, approaching the top 10. His teammate battles for the lead. With 3 laps to go. Schrotter in 23rd back with man. He has to be damaged, the German. No way the intact GP rider should be all the way down there. He's betting with the envy of Gusto Manzi. This man's out the 22nd end of Canet. Gap consistent as last couple of splits or Stone turning early. Right hand is the bane of his existence, that is. Berg out to 24th head of Schrotter. Has he gone to penultimate lap of the season? 34-1. Top 4 all together. Baldassari got the popcorn out in 5th. Fernandez battling off Gardner and Surin. Della Porta into the top 20. Dixon back into the points. Or not. It's gone up to 6th now ahead of Fernandez. As now the tyres will be asking for help. As is always the case at the end of a race. However, you don't have the same pattern at MotoGP level. Stone doing a superb job at the moment as Fernandez. The fall is complete by a literal fall. And Surin, no! His chance for a top 10 out the window as Martin up to 9th ahead of Bastianini. Berger out the 21st head of Paul, and Del Porter actually looking at some points. It's the Italian. Stone almost got a second lead. As we head into the final lap here in Valencia. Floor is tight. The lead is tight, 33.6. What time to pull that out of his arse? 1.1 ahead of Marini. Stone really does want to win. There's Fernardi here in Moto2. It's airport up to 16 ahead of Corsi. Got 1.3 behind. This is how you win in style, it seems like, from Stone. Absolute masterclass. The final couple of laps as Nakashima clinging on to the final point. Budo up to 9th over his third countryman. Navarro onto the podium. 1.4 the gap behind to Marini. Del Porter into the points. Another fine comeback in this race from the first lap full. Not as good as Navarro's, but still some points for the Italian. It's so unlikely early on. As now the penalty's now up to 0.894 for Stone. Needs to keep it up in his final sector to win. This is going to the line as Manzi up to 16 ahead of Nakashima. As out the final corner, Stone with another 33 on the final lap. Has he won it? I think he has. After 20 minutes and 13 hard-fought laps, Stone has won his final race in Moto2. Just his second victory in the class as well. As he's 6/10 ahead of Jorge Navarro. Lost a second. Unbelievable ride through the field from the Spaniard, with Marini in third ahead of Luti, Baldassari, Gardner, Martin, Bastianini, Bezzecchi, Bulega, Fernandez only in 11th after that fall. DJ Antonio Della Portia from the back to 13th, and he's scoring points. Nakashima clinging on to the final point, but just around 4/10 ahead of Dixon. Then it's Corsi, Lowe's, Manzi, Vergay, the top 20. Shirota found some speed on the final lap, but too little too late. Up to 21st ahead of Ben Snyder, Ramirez, Pollins, Canet, Kashmiruddin, Garzo, Roberts, Chantra, and Raffine, with only Surin retiring from the top 10. So your final standings are Stone winning a championship by 42 points ahead of Marini, snatching it from Luti's grasp by 2 points. Then we've got Shirota in the 4th. Bezzecchi rounding out the top 5 ahead of Navarro, who finally showed some speed once again on his speed up ahead of Nakashima and Fernandez. Baldassari up to 9th ahead of fellow countryman Bastianini, who rounds out the top 10 by 2 points ahead of Remy Gardner. Then we've got those, Della Porta, DJ Antonio, Martin, Canet, Kashmiruddin, Pons, Dixon level on points with Roberts. As the American rounds out the top 20 ahead of Garzo, Bulega, with one of his best races of the season. Ahead of Ben Stein and Surin up to 22nd in the standings. So we've got Raffi and Corsi, Andy up to 27th ahead of Vergay. And it's Manzi, Ramirez and Chancho unfortunately get the wooden spoon. And then in a team championship, it's Liquid Mining Tech GP who win it all by 16 points over Sky Racing Team VR46. It's a long time leaders, and it's pretty impossible to beat actually in the first half of the season. 16 points back in the end, a massive gap behind to barely to speed up. I forget they changed the Moto2 stuff, didn't they? And then Oakley Team Moto2 as well, so speed ups in 3rd and 4th as they got 2 places, and Mark VS dropped 2 down to 5th. Then it's the Tire Trans down to 6th. Red Bull KTM IO, SAG Flexbox HP40. Aspar rounding out the top 10. Ahead of Grassini. Neutronian Sprinter. NTS, American Racing, MV Augusta forward. And on the Team Asia in 16th and last. Not bad from Stone, a perfect finale to the season. There's all reputation over the 200,000 mark now. Let's see what that means as he gets all the credits. And this is the season. Nowhere near as good as Moto3 though, where he had, what, 12 wins? Oh no, 11 wins. Sorry. He had only 2 this time, clinging on in France, but more dominant, more assertive in Valencia on those last couple of laps. I thought it'd go away like it normally does, the speed, but it stayed there. He got better. It's fantastic. As he got numerous poles, just like in Moto3, and podiums as well. He got, it looks like in double figures in it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, oh no, 9 podiums out of the 20 races, so actually less than half the races finished on the podium compared to 18 in 20 at Moto3 level, but still dominant performance at the top. As he also had a couple of 4th places, couple of 5ths, couple of 6th, 7th in Japan with the damage, riding with that for over half the race, 9th in Germany where he just was not on the pace, and in Austria with the struggle outside the points. Same for the USA. I thought it was only the USA who was outside the points, but it's Austria as well. And then Australia with the clash, the big bash with Marini. But still, overall, it means the title. It means 2 on the trot. Could he maybe make it a hat-trick at MotoGP levels? Give us all those credits. Give us all that reputation as well. Kev Stone looks enthusiastic, ecstatic. Heading to MotoGP with the Moto2 Championship. As looking pretty good credits-wise now. I wonder what this will do, though, for team negotiations. As it looks like everyone is proposing. Hello? So Oakley, Aprilia racing team. Hertz Suzuki. THL Honda. Oakley Yamaha MotoGP and Ducati Lenovo. Now, as you can see, the performances are not that great. It looks like Ducati might be the best and the Aprilia the worst. And then between then, it looks like it's the Suzuki and Yamaha level, and then the Honda slightly better. Honda's actually quite close to the Ducati level. So 7 of new teams. So you can see quite a few not that interested. What's this? Hang on. You still don't have a reputation good enough for Hertz Yamaha. Get out of here. And then we've got lots of team waiting for an answer. What about with the factory teams? The same. Don't have a good reputation for the big boys. We've got a new candidate as well for manager, which we will definitely not take. Get out of here, Liam Smith. So do we advance a week? We do. So what team do we sign with then? Ducati Lenovo, Oki Yamaha, DHL Honda, Hertz Suzuki, or Oakley Aprilia Racing Team. Well, it won't be that. It'll be Oki Yamaha. Probably not, actually. It probably won't be Oakley this time. Like, he keeps changing brands, don't he? He wants to get all of the brand contracts, you know. So there's Ducati Lenovo, DHL Honda, or Hertz Suzuki. It probably won't be Ducati. Does not want to ride the Ducati just yet. So DHL Honda or Hertz Suzuki. Both similar goals. Top 10 positions in races. Top 5 in the championship. Third row qualification. Just like this season in Moto2. And Stone smashed it out of the park. Salary slightly more with Honda. Same for Grand Prix Gold bonus, sign-on bonus, Championship Gold bonus. But Hertz Suzuki's just 1 season. The HL Honda's 2 seasons. So you know what that means. There's going to be an independent Suzuki team for the first time in many, many years. As Kev Stone has signed with them. As we advance to the end of the season, yeah, we've researched everything we can. The engine only got to halfway. Freaking hell. Can we do... Oh, can we do any of this? Hang on, is this for... Hang on, is this for the Suzuki? It doesn't say arrows available though. Ooh, can we do this? So let's do this for engine. Put my engine guys on there. Oh, hang on. Okay, I'll get rid of them in research. Oh, no, there's no one in research. What the hell? Oh, it says that's installed. No, it says it's under development. Okay, let's see what happens. As we do, just carry on the weeks. So what's this? New personal manager contract. Sorry, Federico. Not really interested. Technical stuff. Oh, yes. Okay. We can hire the S. Welcome to the team. So, Acaro. Acaru, should I say. So now our engine's up to 58. As Sandy, not interested, mate. So then can we do more development? Doesn't look like it. What about for the frame? We can do some for the frame. Oh, is this Moto2? It says Moto2 up there. No errors at all I can see on this page. At all. Definitely not. Definitely didn't forget to write the description at all. Definitely not. Yeah, it says Moto2 chassis. Good team your launch there. As... Yep, none of that development meant anything. So, now we've got the aerodynamics unlocked. Everything is available to us now. So, engine, frame, electronics, and boy, do we have lots of stuff to do as well at MotoGP level. As we've got, oh my god, we've got 12 people. Nicely spread out through research in that site, but one thing we learned from last season, you got to develop your parts as well. Unfortunately, we've got nothing to develop at the moment in it. It's like, yep. Okay. Well, this is going to be very interesting in this season. Of course, we've got pre-season testing to do as well. And if you saw the delivery for last season, you probably should not be that surprised in that Stoner's linked up with Hurt Suzuki here. Nice looking bike. Not so much about the grey though from Hertz. I like the yellow in the logo. I don't like the grey on the freaking bike though. So we'll see what Stone can do in pre-season testing before we head to Qatar, the Nassau International Circuit, for another season opener for the two-time Grand Prix Motorcycle World Champion. Can he have a successful debut next time out on the Hurt Suzuki? And can he maybe make it a hat-trick of titles in a row? That is the dream for Stone, for Hertz, for Suzuki as well, who have been without a title for a very long time, over 20 years at least, if I remember correctly off the top of my head, when Kenny Roberts Jr. won it. So around 20 years ago, should I say. So, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.